That's who I went for. I wanted it so badly for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. But God said, girl, you can't have everything, okay? As soon as you start playing badly, you gone. You out. Ask Russell Wilson.
Love everything about him. Love the way he carries himself. I wish I had as much swag as he did.
What is up, Touchdown Tribe? We're back with another video. And on the show play call list, we are going to be discussing Aikman's thoughts on Burrow from the Get Up interview on ESPN. And then I have some from the past on Aikman's thoughts on Joe Burrow. And that's with the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers. Also, Aikman's thoughts on Burrow with the Dan Patrick Show. So make sure if you like sports content like this, that you like, comment, and subscribe to get us in your algorithm. That's how you will be able to see more sports content on your feed if you enjoy content like this. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Just very quickly on Joe Burrow, he looked like a guy who wasn't having fun at the end of last season, right? And so as we sort of look at their season.
So if y'all remember Joe Burrow's interview.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body, so just trying to have fun doing it.
He definitely was given a warning, I believe, to the Bengals. Get it right this upcoming season or I'm out. And I feel like the Bengals did make a lot of changes to help Burrow this upcoming season. We'll see if it pays off. Keep in mind, I believe that these are temporary changes because some of them are just one-year deals. But I believe they brought in good pieces to help them hopefully succeed this upcoming season. We'll see how it goes.
There's a quick moment here. Like, he looked like a guy who was feeling that pressure, who was feeling the weight.
Yeah, I think, he gets it. Joe's one of my favorite players. I just love the way he competes.
So, starting off strong, Aikman saying that Joe Burrow is one of his favorite players. And throughout this video, you will see that's a common theme. And I understand why. I get it. Because if you watched him at LSU, you see the talent with Joe Burrow. It's just amazing what he's done throughout his career. And I don't think many people realize, but Joe Burrow only started that 1 year, his last year at LSU, and won a national championship. Previously, he was with Ohio State, didn't start, and obviously this is why he transferred to LSU. Worked out for him because he got the national championship, but only 1 year at LSU to showcase his talent. And it was amazing. Amazing to see. And obviously, coming into the NFL, tremendous talent. You've really seen him showcase what he can do. And it's just so rare for these rookie QBs to come out the gate and have that type of success.
The way he plays the game, everything about him, and I think just the frustration of them being able to do some things and him being able to play at a certain level and then not to have anything to show for it. I mentioned Joe's.
And I went for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase when it was the Bengals versus the Rams Super Bowl. That's who I went for. I wanted it so badly for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. But God said, girl, you can't have everything, okay?
So I'm pulling for all of them. I pull for all these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He pulls for all of them, right? But I really think he pulls big time for Joe Burrow. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit.
It's one of the reasons why I love watching Joe Burrow play so much, because the ball comes out on time.
Again, talking about Joe Burrow. Talking about how he enjoyed watching Joe Burrow so much. And I can't blame him because I have similar thoughts when it comes to watching Joe Burrow. If you just watched him in college, you were just so captivated by him. And still to this day, I'm so captivated by Joe Burrow's talent. I know that it's been a struggle with the Bengals, especially with the offensive line. And then they had to make changes with the defense too. But it's amazing considering all that negative, what he was able to do. I know he ended up getting hurt. He's been plagued with injuries, but it's just been so impressive watching Joe Burrow.
Old school quarterback. I mean, he could have played Meyer in the 90s.
That is high praise. from Troy Aikman to give a compliment like that. I don't feel like he gives those types of compliments freely. To say that Joe Burrow could have played in his era in the 90s just speaks volumes to how highly he thinks of Joe Burrow as a quarterback.
Love the way he plays. I love the way he played in college. What I like about him most, however, and why I think he is a great...
loved, again, how he played in college. That was my favorite thing about Joe Burrow. Well, I won't say my most favorite. Equally, I love watching him in the NFL. It's just a tremendous talent.
Player, because they all have ability. I mean, I always hear the phrase, this guy can make all the throws, and I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know what it means. It means he can make all the throws, but who the hell can't make all the throws? I mean, if you can't make a throw, you probably shouldn't be a starter in the NFL. There's only 32 of these jobs, and so...
Like, if you don't have talent, you are going to be out the league so fast as a quarterback, because how you expect the NFL to keep you and you can't make a pass? It ain't happening. I'm telling you. It ain't happening. As soon as you start playing badly, you gone. You out. Ask Russell Wilson.
He's really talented, but I think when you start looking at quarterbacks, because it's always a flip of the coin as far as who's going to be successful as a first-round pick and who's not, who's going to make it, who's going to be regarded ultimately as someone who didn't live up to his billing. I think there's more to it. I think it's the intangibles, and he clearly has.
Man, this is like what I've talked about on my lives. It's what I talked about earlier, but it's so rare you see a quarterback coming out of college have success. And this is why many of them, like Tom Brady or even Troy Aikman, have talked about, these rookie QBs really need to sit under a veteran QB. That being said, you do have those rare talented QBs who get drafted to decent situations and they have success. You can say Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. Those are quarterbacks who came out, started, and had decent success, obviously. And I'm not mad at that whatsoever. I think that's great. Like, that speaks volumes, I believe, to their talent. It's amazing what they do. It is. And I love to see it because, like I said, it's rare to see.
Got an edge to him that right from the beginning, even last year, right from the start, and even when he was coming out of college, you could just tell this guy's wired a little bit different.
Truth. You could just tell Joe Burrow was different. I'm telling you. Even if you just watched him in college, you just knew this guy is different. And I just didn't have any doubt in my mind that Joe Burrow was going to be a talented QB when he got drafted to the Bengals. I had no doubt. I thought he's going to be a talent like a Troy Aikman.
It's too big for him. He's confident. He's going to be able to come in and compete. And then the organization did a good job around him. But I'm a big fan. I mean, a big fan of his.
And like you said, the organization did a great job around him. And I think that's part of it, a big part of it, in how you see these rookie QBs succeed. If you get drafted to a team as a rookie QB who hasn't done nothing to help you and cultivate your talent and build you up, you're not going to have success.
Love everything about him. Love the way he carries himself. I wish I had as much swag as he did in the locker room. The cigar.
Man, Joe Burrow, he got that swag. Joe Burrow got that swag. I'm telling you. If you've seen him with the dances at LSU, and then just seeing how he conducted himself in interviews, and then that transferring over to the NFL, he really does have that swag. And I truly believe that the reason why Troy Aikman likes Joe Burrow so much is he sees a lot of himself in Joe Burrow with his talent and the way he conducts himself. Maybe Troy Aikman wasn't as confident as Joe Burrow, but there's definitely, I see the similarity.
Whatever he's doing, I mean, the whole package is phenomenal.
But were you cocky at any point in your career?
No, it's just, I was confident. I mean, I was confident, but I would never have been described as cocky or brash. And I think that he walks that fine. I don't think he's offensive. I think he handles questions extremely well, even controversial moments. When he's been kind of drug into some things because of what people have said, he handles it all very
Hats
well.
off to Joe Burrow's media training team, because He definitely conducts himself very well in interviews, but he does it in a way that's very confident. Like, I feel like he adds his own little touch to it that, you know, like Troy Aikman says, doesn't come across as offensive.
So I'm excited to follow his career. I hated when he got injured, you know, with the knee, and how was he going to respond to that? But
like I said before, plagued with injuries, but every time he comes back like nothing ever happened. So I'm hoping that's the case this upcoming season. I have high hopes for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Obviously, as a Dallas fan, if the Cowboys are in it, I'm sorry, Bengals fans. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow. I'm sorry to y'all. But I gotta go for Dak Prescott, okay? I'm a Dallas fan after all. I do got to go for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott if they were ever in it. And you can put a capital I, capital F on that if, okay? But if the Cowboys are out, I'll go for Joe Burrow. I'll be rooting for him. I love his talent, like I said. So there's that.
now the Bengals, I love seeing it. I love it. It's great for the NFL. It's great for those cities that have those fans that haven't had a chance to really get excited for postseason play and what he's done.
And I agree with Troy Aikman on that. What Joe Burrow's done, I feel like even though he's had the issues with the injuries and Bengals fans, they're tired of seeing that. I get it. But it's amazing what Joe Burrow can still do even when he doesn't have all the pieces he needs. He's still an incredible talent. And I'm just so impressed with Joe Burrow like Troy Aikman is. I mean, it's just amazing to see his career. And I just hope that, again, he can stay healthy and the Bengals can have success if the Cowboys are out. Now, if the Cowboys are in it, I can't go for you, Bengals, okay? Like I said, I'm a Cowboys fan after all. I can't do that. I can't. But, again, we went over Aikman's thoughts on Burrow on Get Up, Aikman's thoughts on Burrow on the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, and then Aikman's thoughts on Burrow on the Dan Patrick Show. So, he has spoken very highly of Joe Burrow. And again, I get it because, like I said, if you've seen him at LSU and then you watched him and what he's done at the Bengals, so impressive to watch. He's just such a captivating quarterback. I don't know how else to explain it. But, man, I would love to have him at the Cowboys. I know that's a long shot, okay? I know that's a long shot, but if he was ever a quarterback at the Cowboys, it would almost be like a deja vu, maybe, comparing it to a Troy Aikman. That's what I would go with, okay? But like I said, that's a long shot for that to happen. If it doesn't work out for Burrow this season with the Bengals, maybe it could happen. Never say never, right? But that is going to be it, like I said. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment if you love sports content like this to get us in your algorithm. That's the best way to do it. And I will catch you in the next one. Touchdown Tribe. Bye, guys.
I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet.